Yes, people, Wifey Boy, and welcome back to Arsenal Reviews, the show we review all Arsenal games. I'm reviewing Manchester City vs Arsenal, and this is the one time I'll ever do this. I've recorded before the match is finished, so I don't even know what the score is. Right now it's 4-0, but before I know, when it comes out, it'll be 5, 6, 7. So you'll know by the time this comes out. I'll put it in the title and the thumbnail. But boys, this is absolutely ridiculous what I've just seen here. This match might be the worst Arsenal match I've ever seen, and people are still saying Arteta needs to stay. The players are not playing for him. Okay, fair enough, some of the goals weren't Arteta's fault, but some decisions are. You're telling me Chambers, Kolasinac and Holding can get in the team, but Saliba can't. That's a Mikel Arteta's decision to pick those players. Every single Arsenal fan on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, Bing, if you use that, Reddit, said, why is Kolasinac starting? Okay, he wasn't directly at fault for any goals, but look, then we get smashed. We started the game, the first 2 minutes, really well. We were on the front foot, had a couple of chances. Not in terms of shots, but got in good positions. Then the ball went to Cedric, and what does he do? Turn back. And then they have their one chance. Comes out to Gabriel Jesus. Does a little pass to Grealish. Grealish plays back to Jesus. No one presses him. Smith-Rowe doesn't go to him. Tim doesn't go to him. Whips in. Chambers gets beaten in the air by Gundogan, the little midget, man. The fake Turk. Beats him in the air to head it in. Leno has to do better. When you play Man City, we all know this. When you play Man City, you have to ride your luck. You have to be defensively solid, defensively sound, defensively literally like the Great Wall of China. You have to be a rock at the back. And we conceded from their first attack. Leno, it's right at him and he pushes it into the bar and in, man. Push it out away from danger. It's poor from him. And then once it goes 1-0 down, I knew it was over. You do not go 1-0 down to a team like Man City. They're the worst team on planet Earth to go 1-0 down to because they will just pass it around, pass it around, pass it around. You need to frustrate a team like that. 1-0 and then 2-0. Whipped in again. And then Cedric just misses the football like he's a kid. Misses the whole football. And then goes through and Ferran Torres knocks it in. It probably was a foul on Chambers. It probably was. But I'm not going to blame VAR today because VAR ain't the reason we lost. No one can blame VAR. And then Xhaka gets sent off. Was it a red card? In my opinion, I don't even think it really was a red card. He didn't make it. Okay, sure, it was two-footed. But he wasn't off the ground. And he didn't actually even make contact with Cancelo. It was a red card. It was still reckless from Xhaka. He lost his head. So that was us down to 10 men against Man City with over 60 minutes to go. They then make it 3-0 for Gabriel Jesus. They then make it 4-0 through Rodri in the second half. It could be 5, 6, 7 by the time this video comes out. I ain't seen it yet. Just poor, man. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts game as a Manchester City fan or Arsenal fan or any fan in general. This is the worst it's been. He has to go, Arteta, for this. I don't care if it's Man City, the best team in the world or whatever. I don't care if it's Chelsea the week before. I don't care if it's Brentford the week before that. You do not perform like this as Arsenal Football Club. This is not good enough. As soon as we start accepting this, we're accepting mediocrity, at this football club. You cannot accept mediocrity. As soon as you lower your standards, that allows stuff like this to happen. There should be a cut-off point. In my opinion, if you're Arsenal Football Club, if you lose 6-0 or 5-0, you have to go. I don't care who you are. That's the cut-off point. We don't allow stuff like that to happen. We don't fall that far. If you finish 8th in this football club, you have to go. He finished 8th 2 seasons in a row. We gave him the benefit of the doubt because it was Unai. Took over halfway. Gave him the benefit of the doubt because it was COVID. What are we giving him the benefit of the doubt now for? Unai Emery got sacked for less than this. How far can his phantom FA Cup, COVID, Mickey Mouse Cup take Arteta? How much leverage does he get for that FA Cup? In my opinion, his leverage ran out time ago. We've lost 3 games. We've scored 0 goals right now, conceded 8 while I'm recording this. Arsenal Football Club does not do that. You do not sit in the relegation zone after 3 games going into international break. In my opinion, you sack the manager now. You sack him today, you sack him tonight, you sack him tomorrow, I don't care. New manager over the international break. I don't care if we were missing players. I don't care if we were missing Partey, White, whatever his name is, Gabriel. He's had £150 million to spend. And he spent that £150 million on potential players for the future. They ain't going to be a future with you, mate. Your future's in the job centre right now. You ain't got a future at this football club. Your future's going to be in the Championship. You spend £150 million on potential players when our squad is good enough. Man City can do that because they've got an outstanding squad. None of the players we signed got into this 11, apart from Odegaard. But then he's in improvement because we had him from last year. None of these players get into this starting 11 because they're not good enough, the players we signed. Ramsdale, potential player. Tavares, potential player. Lokonga, potential player. Why? COVID. Saliba can't get in, but Kolasinac, Holding and Chambers can. Guendouzi can't get in, but Mohamed El Neni gets minutes. Like, come on, man. Make it make sense. If I'm honest, I was cheering when Man City made it 4-0. I was cheering when they made it 3-0. For me, I don't mind if we lose this game 7 or 8-0. I really don't mind. Because for there to be change at a football club, drastic actions need to take place. And drastic actions only take place when something that irreversible and something unacceptable happens. In a business, if you lose whatever, 1 million on turnover, yeah, not that deep, we'll go again next year. If you lose $1 billion in turnover, drastic actions need to take place. Drastic actions. If you're at school and you get a B in a test, yeah, okay, I got a B, we move on. Or I got a C, I got a pass. If you get an F in a test, yeah, you need to change because that is bad. You can't fail. That's what it's like. Losing 4-0 against Man City, it's a C, it's a pass because he's gonna make it out. It's not a pass for me, don't get me wrong, but he's gonna make it out like that. The spineless board's gonna make it out like that. Losing 8-0, 9-0, that is unacceptable. That is worst defeat in our history. Definitely in the Premier League at least. This is 10 years on from when we lost 8-2 to Man United. Now, some people watching this won't remember. I do remember this. It's one of my early memories of Arsenal, but I do remember this. And it was an awful day. I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. I know I sound angry, but it's just I just don't understand how we can allow this to happen in this football club. You can't accept stuff like this. You can't. It's one thing losing, but it's nothing to accept losing. You have to change everything. Everything. You strip the club down to its bare bones if you have to. Because you don't accept stuff like this. I'm going to go through the player ratings now before I call it a day. And release this video. So, Leno in goal, or 1. He just wasn't good enough in the first goal. Like I said before, against Man City, you have to have an outstanding performance from your team to have a chance. And he just absolutely gave him the first goal. Gave it to Gundogan on a plate. And then as soon as it went 1-0, it was peak. So I don't care if he made saves at the end of the game or if he made a great save from Sterling at 4-0 down. I don't care. I care about when it's 0-0 and you make a save. And he didn't. So 1 for Leno. Cedric, 0 out of 10. His fault for the second goal. When we attacked on the first minute of the game, turns back, no confidence. 0 out of 10 for Cedric. Holding, 0 out of 10. What does he do? Nothing in the team, honestly. Flipping Kolasinac, 1 out of 10. Wasn't directly at fault for any of the goals so far, but still not good enough at this football club. Chambers, 0 out of 10. Beaten by flipping Gundogan in the air. Not good enough. Bullied by Ruben Diaz. Yeah, it might have been a foul that he kind of scraped in, but be stronger, man. Be the stronger player. Not good enough. Tierney, 2 out of 10. He tried, but you have to get out to Gabriel Jesus when he's making that cross. Get out to him, man. Press him. Just didn't do that. Xhaka, -1 out of 10. What are you doing diving in like that? We need cool heads on the pitch. You're meant to be the experienced player with the Sakas, Odegaard, Smith Rose, and you're just diving in getting a red card. Not good enough. Odegaard, 1 out of 10. Did absolutely nothing. Forgot he was playing. Emil Smith Rowe, 2 out of 10. Couple of turns, but that was about it. I mean, it's not his fault. We were down terrible. He almost scored off of Edison passing to him, but not good enough. Saka, 1 out of 10. Also not good enough. But I can't really blame the attacking players because they didn't really have much to really do. What could they do at the end of the day? Like, they were just getting absolutely dominated. Aubameyang, 0 out of 10. Couldn't do much at all. Lacazette came on, 0 out of 10 so far. Can't do anything. Mohamed El-Neni came on at half-time for Saka. 0 out of 10, 1 out of 10, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everything's getting 1, 2, 0. It's like a Krispy Kreme factory. Donuts. Honestly, disgusting. And then 88 now is 1 out of 10 as well. Yeah, it's just been my fault this match. It was a bit of a rant because it was this awful performance from start to finish. Absolutely, literally. I'm going to check the score now because I've recorded this for 10 minutes. It might even be 5-0 by the time. Oh no, it's still 4-0. But it's still 4-0 in the 82nd minute, but it should be 5, 6, 7. I've been Wild Football and I'll catch you guys in the next video.